Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How are you guys? Welcome to your weekly energy check-in. Let's jump in here, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and find out what this week's gonna look like for you. I switched up my cards this week just because I felt like I needed to or I wanted to. So we're gonna take a look at what you're activating in the DNA, and we have compassion. Okay, we have compassion this week, and I'm going to read it. It says, the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into our world. Okay, so I feel like some of you could be activating your compassion, or you'll have some experiences this week that support you in seeing things through a compassionate lens. Okay, guys? Yeah, welcome to your week. I don't know. I feel like March is a huge month for you guys. If you haven't looked at what to expect for March, definitely check that out. I'll put the link over here, you know, in the video so you guys can jump to it. But very big month for you, especially when it comes to your financial situation. Okay, Leo? All right, we have the sweet alchemy, transmutation, inner light, cycles of growth. So you guys are definitely transmuting some kind of energy here. And I know we might have talked about it briefly before, but there was some like weird kind of like negative energy happening within the last couple weeks, guys. So I feel like you're transmuting a lot of that energy into compassion, into love. Okay, maybe you're kind of letting go and forgiving somebody or something that happened in your life, and exercising this ability to really shine your inner light. And I think now is a really good time, honestly, to let people see who you really are, Leo, you know, because everybody thinks like we're so brash, we're so mean, and all these other things. You know what's so crazy is the last week a lot of people have been giving me feedback about how mean I am, and I'm like, I'm really not, you know, I can be mean, but like up front, my face, like how I show up in the world, looks like a bitch, right? And I'm like, that's so weird, because if you get to know me for 4 minutes, I'm fun. I'm like a great person. But maybe this has to do with letting that, you know, that heart change and shining from the inside, and people seeing you different. Okay, you're definitely in a growth cycle, which is beautiful. We have the broken heart, and I'm gonna read this for you. So I don't know what that's about. Maybe there's something that happens here this week, okay? That's not great, but I don't want to say it's not going to be great. Let's see what this broken heart, oops, wrong book. Let's see what this broken heart's all about. While I'm looking for this, guys, please don't forget, give it a like. Don't forget to follow me for more. Make sure you hit your top notification bell. It'll tell you every time I'm uploading. I also have memberships on this channel for $4.99 a month. You can meet with me personally on Fridays. I do 3-card readings, yes or no questions. We hang out, we chat, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm also available for readings. All that's in the link tree down below, as well as life coaching, okay? All right, grief and loss. Grief and loss. It says, this card shows a heart broken open, revealing darkness, emptiness, and a grief-filled tear. The heart may be from long ago, or it may be the pain from a more recent event. Either way, a deep healing is called for now. And with like what we're talking about, the compassion, the alchemy, the broken heart, like it makes sense. Some of you are really healing maybe something that's very deep for you, that's been, you know, traumatizing, or something that you've had a really hard time letting go of. It says, vent your feelings and release the person or situation involved. Affirm that you are reclaiming your power and peace of mind. Open your heart to the light of divine love and healing, and have compassion for yourself through this difficult process. Make self-care a priority now. As you let go of old experiences, you can open your heart to the true and abiding love that you so rightly deserve. Okay? Gorgeous energy, fam. Let me give you the affirmation for those of you who want to practice the affirmation. It says, I release the pain of the past and I live with compassion for myself. Love heals and renews me now. Never forget, guys, The most important love is the love that you can give to yourself. And I know that the shit is hard out here sometimes. I know that it's hard. I know it's so hard to let go. And I know it can be really hard to forgive because you feel like you're surrendering your need to be right about that shit. I know. But you know what? You deserve love. You deserve peace of mind, and all that energy. When you hang on to it, it just becomes like a big, heavy thing around your neck, and you're the one who ends up feeling the pain from it more than the person that hurt you. Okay. So self-love, compassion, this might be a really big time for you to lock in and do a lot of personal work, personal healing, right? Physically healing the body, because you know what happens over time? We start storing that. We start storing that energy, and then you got pains here and headaches there, and a foot that feels bad all the time, and you don't know why because you never twisted it. Okay, fam? All right, I had a lot of coffee today, y'all. I was at the cafe working my pants off. So yeah, I'm on it. I'm on it today. Okay. And just FYI, these cards are up here. Okay, I'm showing them to you, and they're up there. All right. I had somebody complain. They think I'm being inauthentic by not showing the cards, and I always do. But here's the table, since you guys need to see it. We have the unseen. This is weird because we got this card, and we got that for the month of March, I think. And we have slow. Or was it you guys? I think it was you guys. That's so weird. So it's coming up again as part of your theme in March. Let's talk about the slow card and the turtle. The turtle is a beautiful animal. It's something that helps us to have patience as a totem. So some of you may resonate with turtles, or you may feel like like this is your spirit animal or your totem animal, something like that. And the turtle always has us like kind of slow down. He ended up winning a race because the hare was trying to get ahead of himself, right? So it says you're making slow progress, but you're getting there, Leo. Okay, remember, slow and steady leads to success that is sustainable. So take your time. You're not in a rush to get anywhere, okay? Especially if you're doing things in the long term. And it says it's time to stop putting things off and procrastinating for later when you need to do it now, okay? You need to do it now. All right, guys. Now we have the unseen. Though you don't see it now, there's something better. So whatever you might be going through at this time, it might be challenging for you, but there is something better coming from whatever this thing is that has you like, what? Because she's literally like, what the hell? I don't know how to navigate this, right? But just trust the process right now, Leo. Trust the process. Sometimes you need to wander to understand the clarity that follows. You stop learning, you stop growing when you assume you know it all. So right now, there's a lot of things happening that maybe you don't understand, that maybe you won't understand for some time, but let yourself grow from the current events that might be happening in your life at this time, okay, Leo? Because I think they're going to be very important for your future. And remember, part of that slowing down has to do with us taking the time to care for ourselves too. Like if you ever notice yourself rushing through, always doing things really, really fast, maybe you just need to kind of take time, slow down, because you're missing things a lot of times when you're doing that. Okay, Leo? All right, let me jump to the next cards. These are all different cards. Okay, they're all different cards. You guys know that if you've been around here long enough. I'm going to pick 3 of these cards, maybe 4. We'll see. There's 1. Here's 2. The cats are running around. Okay. Here's 3. And I feel like I'm going to get a 4th one. And there's 4. Okay. Let's take a look at what this says. I'm going to jump into the tarot in just a minute. We'll get a little more detail about this week. Okay. We have the frying pan, trouble, accusations. Boy, oh boy, are these cards reading. All right, so some of you could feel like a little under fire this week, like there's a lot of pressure. Maybe somebody's making some sort of accusations at you. Just know if you're not in the wrong, that means you're right. Okay, Leo, if you haven't done anything, you know, sometimes you got to understand, this is where that compassion comes in. Sometimes you got to understand that some people don't know what the fuck they're doing. I mean, let's just call it what it is. Some people do not know how to behave in the world, and they don't know that sometimes they are the issue, they are the problem, the way they think, etc., etc. Okay, Leo, you can only be responsible for yourself to a point. You know, I feel like somebody kind of pokes at you a little bit this week. So, you know, if there's trouble arising, that's probably why we have the kind of like, be cool, you know, maybe something good comes of this. Maybe it gives you another opportunity. Slow down, take the time to see things as they are, not how you want them to be. All right. We have the eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. So, wow, how about that? That's telling me, even though there's this frying pan, there's a little heat on your ass, you're going to be okay because you will triumph over the obstacles. Not only that, but whatever's happening for you right now, Leo, if you're feeling really super challenged, I know it feels like a lot, but the obstacles are just a means to teach us different things, and they remind us who we are, because we sometimes don't see the best of ourselves until we're absolutely in a damn pressure cooker. You feel me, Bam? You feel me? Okay. We have the skull. I'm saving the best for last. We have the skull. So the skull says hidden secrets can harm you. What's going on in that brain of yours? What's going on in that brain of yours? I think there's a lot of like work to be done around examining what's going on inside of your mind at this time, okay? And how the thoughts that you're having may not be helping you. They could be hindering you. Are you spending a lot of your time focused on negative things, drama? Like, are you talking to people that are bringing the drama all the time? Or are you the kind of person who is looking for solutions to issues and challenges that you're being faced, okay? Also, maybe there could be some secrets you find out this week. Overall, though, I love this because you have the success card. I feel like there's some big things that you're overcoming right now, Leo. And it's really important to stay focused and stay motivated. You guys, I've had a lot of card readings about like, excuse me, motivation this month and getting really fired the F up, okay? And getting a fire lit under that booty for all the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And I feel like this is just leading up to success all around in this month. Like I said, definitely check out the reading for the actual month if you haven't already. Okay. I think I'm just going to jump right into the reading from here, guys. I kind of feel like I covered a lot of things, so let me get into it. Let's see, what do we got this week for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? I tried to make a little bed for Petunia over here, but now she doesn't want to do it. Because she likes to get on the table, you know, and like be in the video. I don't know. She just thinks she's a superstar. She's a cusper. She's like a Leo Virgo cusper. So she's got that like, that little thing. All right, let's see. Overall energy for Leo, please, this week. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And guys, please take what resonates. Feel free to switch the energies around. Leave the stuff that's not resonating for you. Every single reading you're seeing, guys, is not going to resonate for you. It's not going to resonate for every single person. But there are always nuggets throughout the reading. That's why I encourage people to watch through a reading. It might be boring for 4 seconds or whatever, but like, you know, give it a minute. Okay? Give it a minute. All right, and these readings are always timeless. Your overall energy is the Queen of Pentacles, and I love that for you, okay, guys? So the Queen of Pentacles is being practical, planning for things, looking at what you're spending on, saving on, using your resources, okay? Some of you may spend some extra time in nature in the coming week. And it feels healing. It feels good to your soul. Let it feel good to your soul, okay? Maybe some of y'all are going out there getting grounded, putting your feet on the earth. You should, okay? Now, we have the Six of Swords. That's wonderful. We're moving away from something. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, we have the death in reverse, which isn't great. There's a fear of change there possibly, and the temperance card. Okay, that's my 5 cards. I know you guys can see them here. Okay, and your biggest challenge this week is going to be the high priestess. Your potential outcome for the week and your advice. Okay, the bottom of the deck is the King of Wands. This is about taking bold leadership in the face of challenges, you know, having that ambitious energy again, like leading other people, taking a leadership role in your life, maybe at your job position as well. Okay, so let's talk about it. Now, your biggest challenge is going to be calmness, stillness, slowing down. That's the high priestess Pisces energy, listening to your intuition, your inner voice, and being aware intuitively, okay? Trusting your intuition even, quite possibly. All right, guys. Now, overall, let me take a look at this. There's definitely with temperance here, something about moderation, Sagittarius energy, and we have Scorpio here with the death in reverse. And the death in reverse can tell us that there's something that we're having a hard time letting go of. And it could be negativity. Maybe we're just afraid of things changing. And temperance is saying, give yourself some patience. You need to be moderate with this type of negative energy, okay? Some of you know that there's something that needs to be changed here. There could be a type of ending that's happening for you this week too, since we do have the 6 of Swords, and this is something that's going to be good for your very soul, okay? Leo, like it's going to be a benefit for your soul. It may not feel that way at this time, but this is kind of the universe's way of saying you didn't do it, so I took it from you, right? I had to, because you refused to want to let go, okay? I feel like some of you have had some messages about doing something and you haven't gotten to it, so now you're being pushed to an edge because, like I said earlier, that's where you perform best, okay? Now, so we have the 6 of Swords. This can indicate journeys, traveling, going overseas, and transitions in your life. Bad negative energy as well here, okay? With the Queen of Cups, this is compassion and all of those things that we were talking about. We have the compassion card out. Nurturing yourself, okay? At this time while you go through different types of changes, it's important not to beat yourself up right now, Leo, for what hasn't been accomplished or what happened. And, you know, things happen sometimes, and sometimes we don't have control over some of the things that happen. But if we look at them from a place of responsibility, we can see how we ignored the signs, right? The high priestess, we can see how we didn't listen to ourselves, and now here's where we're at. So here's where we get to begin again, okay? Now, 10 of Pentacles is great. This could be an inheritance. I think that many of you are learning how to build on whatever's happened here, or whatever it is that you're going through. You're learning how to take this, you know, basically like take the lemons and make lemonade at this time, okay? And definitely even anger serves a purpose. I just had this conversation with somebody a few days ago, and you know, sometimes people want to do that fake positivity, or you know, fake spiritual positive. Screw that. Okay, here's the thing. Reality is reality. You are a human being living in this meat suit, okay? Like, you're a human being. You're a human being. You are a spirit in the meat suit body. Let me rephrase that. Spirit in the meat suit body. And you cannot learn unless you allow yourself to have every experience. And that sometimes includes anger. Sometimes that includes pain. Sometimes that includes hurts. People are always looking for ways. The ego is very tricky. And it's always looking for a way to avoid those things or convince other people that they shouldn't be that way. Listen, feel all your feelings, okay? Feel all your feelings. That's the easiest, most authentic way to do your life is to sometimes go to the corner store and be like, hey buddy, yeah, fuck you too, guy. Okay, sometimes it happens. Forgive yourself for it, but don't beat yourself up for being a damn human. Okay, if you screamed at somebody in traffic this week, they probably fucking deserved it. Okay, just saying. But I'm saying this is about not living in that and giving yourself the time, the patience to work through what you need to work through, boo. Okay, work through what you need to work through, my loves. All right. Yeah, I told you I had coffee. Sorry. Anywho, some of you could be moving on from some sort of job. However, it may be challenging for you to find work at this time, so you're kind of trying to wait it out. I feel like some of you are waiting this part out. Okay. Now, your potential outcome, you have the 10 of Wands and it is in reverse. This isn't great, but this talks about being able to take some of the heaviness you have, and I'm not saying trauma dump on people, but talk to people. Like let people support you. Let people be a stand for your help, for your love, whatever. If your friend wants to take you out to lunch, Leo, let them take you. Like, you get to be supported as well, okay? This is about delegating responsibilities as well. Like, hey, I can't carry all these wands. I can't carry all these feelings. I can't carry all these damn bags up my stairs, okay? I need a neighbor. And it's about reaching out, because when you reach out, there's always a hand ready to reach back for you. And trust me, if you don't have one, you can definitely find one. I promise you. All right, guys? So I do like this energy. It's a lot, but it's cool. Okay. Now, your advice, you have the Wheel of Fortune, but this shit's in reverse. I'm not saying it's unlucky. I'm just saying luck can change. And this is saying, listen, if you're going against the flow, you got to change that. Okay. Don't change because you feel like you should try to change. You should change because you know that change is something you need and you desire. Okay. Don't change for anybody but you. You shouldn't have to turn yourself inside out for anybody. If you want to turn yourself inside out for somebody, then make sure that somebody is you, because the only way to create lasting effects in your life is to change. There's a huge change that's happening for many of you right now, okay? So don't let people push you to do it. You do it in your own time. It basically feels like, to me, like the universe is saying, listen, either evolve or be eaten up by all of this, okay? It's being highlighted that something about one of your patterns or relationships or whatever it might be for you is something that needs to be looked at here, okay, under a microscope, and maybe change. But don't let people force you to do what you're not ready to do and force you to change. Okay. And as I said before, the universe will push us to it. Okay, so when the universe pushes you to it, recognize that it's time. Alrighty, my loves. Okay. Now, you could be dealing with somebody this week that's having some hang-ups, or maybe you're having some hang-ups about the relationship. Let's see what we got here. I want to clarify some of this when it comes to a relationship, okay? Okay, there's definitely something going on for those of you in a relationship with the Five of Wands and the King of Wands. You may feel like somebody acts like the boss around the house, but they're kind of always not really the boss, right? Are you feeling like you're wearing the pants, right? This may not be for a lot of men today, but with the Five of Wands, there's some sort of conflict between the two of you, the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. There's somebody wanting to do things, and somebody may be feeling very complacent or comfortable with where you're at. So maybe somebody wants to change and somebody doesn't, okay? What's this Six of Swords, please? Somebody might think this is a bad idea. All right. let's clarify the Queen of Cups, please. I'm just going to pull these straight out. All right, Ten of Pentacles. And the Death card, please. And clarify Temperance. Oh boy, what the hell's going on here? Clarify the Ten of Wands. Okay. And clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Biggest challenge, the High Priestess. Let's clarify that. That's a lot of fucking cards. Alrighty then, let's get going. Okay, so as I said before, there may be some sort of conflict here. Okay, guys. Now with the Six of Swords, somebody may know that it's really time to kind of maybe stand in this place of a little bit of hands off. Okay. With the High Priestess here, again, you know, we're talking about that intuitive thing. Contemplating, trusting that inner voice that says, you know what, right now it's my time to leave a situation so that I can make the best of the time that I have. I can concentrate on my healing. I can concentrate on my physical body, or I can concentrate on what it is that I desire. Okay. Using your inner wisdom about, you know, letting go of this old stuff and moving on from turmoils. Okay. So I feel like there's turmoil between you and somebody, and somebody here wants to move on from that. Now what we have here is the Queen of Cups. Somebody has been trying to emotionally support somebody by putting a lot of energy into like what they're doing or helping them out, time and energy. You know, let's say you decided to go to school to be a doctor, right? If you're a man, and you've had this partner who's just pouring out money and time and energy into you, and has not been doing what they need to do with themselves. Okay, there could be some arguments about that because somebody feels a little resentment, like, hey, I'm doing everything, I'm pouring into your education, I'm pouring into your job, what about me? Well, guess what, I hate to say it, you already know where I'm going with it. It's our responsibility to do for ourselves. So somebody could be realizing this because it's come up in a relationship, or maybe you're actually thinking about some of that now. Okay, you ever get out of a relationship and a year later you're like, oh shit, I never thought about it like that. We have the Hangman. Okay, Pisces again. So you know, you might be having these thoughts of like, oh wow, I spent all this time putting all this time and energy toward this person and their things without considering what my things are. Okay, now in this kind of current energy, Ten of Pentacles, Temperance, and the King of Pentacles. So again, we're looking at some of you are moderating like how you're spending, how much you're giving to the connection, or if you want to give to the connection, especially when it comes to finances. Okay, with the King of Pentacles. Now, I feel like too, there could be that some of you are, there's like you're doing something that has to do, it could be like you're in business with a partner or you're in business with a friend and you're trying to build on something here, but you feel kind of like you're the one always having to forgive, always having to put the money, always having to do the stuff. This is a good time for you to look at why you do that. Is it because you're looking, you know, you need approval, you're looking for approval? Is it a negative thing? Is it a positive thing? Do you truly believe that you're being helpful? But then understand that, you know, you can't feel resentful if you come from that place of unconditional love. That's, remember what we said about compassion, right? And same with a partner, if this is reversed. Like, how can you be a dick to me if this is supposed to be unconditional love? The love isn't based on conditions. And I'm getting a little bit of that here in this reading. Like, I can only give to you based on this condition that you do for me, or you forgive me, or you love me in this specific way, or you give me money, or you give me things. Okay? So I get that could be why some of this is happening, and somebody's just getting tired of it. Somebody's not really changing this. Okay, so there's a spiritual awakening here with the King of Swords, excuse me, and the Judgment card with this Scorpio. Okay, other people's money. Alrighty, okay. So there's this kind of final, like, oh shit, review of things. And as you're reviewing things, you're like, bing, like the light bulb's going off, okay? And somebody's expressing this. So I'm seeing a big conversation between the two of you because this hasn't been changing. Everything that's been happening has been kind of conditional. I'm doing all of this for you. That's not love. When you have to be like, I'm doing all of this for you, that's not love. You should be doing all of what you do for yourself and for the relationship. You feel me, fam? I hope I'm making sense today because I'm like really far out in it. Like, I don't know. I know what I mean. And sometimes I've said before, it's challenging for me to like get it out. Anyway, what do I see here? It looks like somebody really wants you to be patient, figure this out, and create something, create a new start here. Somebody really wants a new start. They want to reconcile this. They want to make it right. King of Cups. Okay, King of Cups. So I feel like there's an important conversation that you guys need to have, or that's had here, and you guys seem to reconcile this. Okay, and with that said, your potential outcome, Ace of Wands, a new beginning, and the Queen of Swords. Somebody's clear about how things are going to go forward here from now on. Okay, this ain't no puppy show. If you know, you know. Okay, all the Jamaicans are like, yeah, man. All right, so this is basically saying somebody now is aware that the love cannot be conditional anymore, and that they have got to assume responsibility for how they've behaved, their own self, and start picking up some of the slack. Okay, so again, it's very somebody here has been very overburdened by feeling like they're putting a lot of money into the other person for their growth, time into the other person for their growth, and none for themselves. But what I think happens here is that you come to this realization, or they come to a realization, that they haven't been taking care of themselves and that the love has been conditional. Okay, so I feel like you have a talk about it. You guys decide that you're going to have a new start. Now, your advice, like we said, you have the Fool and the Seven of Swords. The Fool and the Seven of Swords. So the Fool, Aquarius energy here with the Seven of Swords. It's like a great escape, it's taking the thing from it and starting over again. What's the lesson you learned about this? Because your person still wants to be with you. Okay, I don't think this is about walking away fully. I think this is about taking a chance that change can actually happen, but somebody's got to know that it has to happen. Okay, this is like not pushing somebody to change, like we talked about with that Wheel of Fortune. It's that it's time, and if things don't change, then you have to part. And this person recognizes that. Okay, they recognize that you have done a lot, and maybe they have given to you conditionally. They have, said to you certain types of things, or shot bad juju at you a few times. Okay, guys, so now your biggest challenge: Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, and your High Priestess. Okay, again, trusting your inner wisdom, but also not coming out of the gate with that inner wisdom like this is all going to end terribly. This is about how you think about things as well, okay, Leo? So if you're the one having a conversation with this person, you got to shift the way you're thinking, okay? This is if you go into everything like this is only going to end, this is just going to be terrible with all this anxiety and shit like that, that's how everything is going to play out. You will get what you expect. You will get what you always think about, right? So when you approach this, or when you guys come to a head with this, it feels like the advice is don't, like think about this in a way as like how you could take this and this both benefits you, how you could work through this thing. You feel like this is conditional. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope I'm being clear, because sometimes I can't really be clear, guys. You know, I do have ADHD and it makes me like crazy a little bit. But I just feel like what this is saying is your biggest challenge is getting through your thoughts about it and predicting the worst, because I don't think the worst is going to come from this. I really think your person loves you and they want to try to see this through. You can't go into it negative. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at what we have here. Okay, guys, closing messages. I'm sorry, y'all. I think my coffee was a little too much. I think I'm a little out of control today. All right, we have twin flames. We have a mask. And we have not today. Okay, boundaries. You know, I'm wondering if there's codependency in this connection too. But we have, you know, twin flames, polar opposites, yin yang, duality, union. There could be a chaser. Okay, maybe you're the chaser. Maybe they are. They might be chasing you. And maybe they feel like the love with you is always based on a condition, or the other way around. We have the not today, boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. So someone can still be upset. And we have a mask, hiding true feelings, pretending and diluting, gaslight, and personify. The mask can mean a lot of different things. Okay. Mask can be, you know, somebody feels a certain type of way and they've been hiding that, okay? But that's coming out here, especially with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Somebody's really discussing how they feel, or they're showing their face, all right? Like the whole time you think you're doing something for somebody in such a good way, Leo, but you're finding out that it's like, their love was conditional the whole time, right? It was just based on things that you could do for them. But I do believe in this particular situation that somebody does want to make this work, and I feel like you guys do figure out a way to make this work, because this person wants to change. I think they're used to, like I said, maybe both of you don't know what love is like that, okay? Because the world is a weird place. We grow up with certain types of parents, etc., etc., okay? Sometimes it's hard to know how to unconditionally love a person. You can't always blame somebody, you know, like they're supposed to know. Not everybody really knows what love is. Not everybody had parents that loved each other or loved them even, right? But this person may have done this kind of song and dance for a long time, okay? And they want to change because they want to know what love is. They do want to know what love is. And I think they want to know what love is with you, even if this is hard, okay, Leo? So that's what I have there. Let me get one last card for you guys to close up this session, and then that will be it. I really hope that I helped you today, okay, Leos? I hope this reading is in service to you and that it helps you, okay, my loves? If it did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I know I'm a little bit scattered today, y'all. It happens. Please forgive me. Here's your message. We have fertility. You better watch it. You better watch it. Y'all might be fertile myrtle. Okay, but then this is good. This is about planting seeds and things growing. It says, like all take root, seed and sprout, let new life be all about. So again, here you guys, right? Even though this seems crazy and challenging, you're planting a new seed into your relationship of real love so that this can take root and it can grow into something, okay? Now, I know that not everybody's going to stay in this connection, whether somebody wants to make it work or not. So for those of you who are not going to be in it, I can see that there's people that don't want to be in it. The Fool and the Seven of Swords could be, let's get the fuck out of here, okay? I see that. So the way I'm reading today is that some of you are definitely going to try to make this work for the sake of the fact that you are dealing with a twin flame. This is not the first time that something's happened between the two of you, but this is a growth thing. And with that sweet alchemy, alchemy is change. It's change from something that's negative. It's empty, right? And it's filling that cup and changing it into something beautiful. Okay, relationships can change. People can change, but they have to want to change first. All right, my loves. That's what I got for you. I hope you guys have an amazing day, week, month, whatever this reading means for you. I love you so much. Don't forget the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Come on back and see me. Bye.